G'day, my name's Jeff Borg from Liquip Victoria and I'm the Managing Director. Liquip Victoria serves the petrochemical industry. It is renowned as an innovator. We manufacture road tankers with pumping systems and build tanks for farming community, storage applications and special projects such as our Antarctic project. Liquip's range starts at the 1,000 litre tank, but can go right up to a 110,000 litre tank. In Victoria, we're a distributor for the Liquip brand, building equipment for all over Australia and exports. Liquip's been in business for over 60 years. It has built a reputation within the oil industry as a leading manufacturer, always innovating product, looking at new ways to deliver fuel to customers, making our customers more efficient. Our typical customer base would be all of the blue chip transport companies, Foxtel, K&S. We also look after all the major fuel distributors who would do farm delivery and industrial delivery type applications. Behind me you'll see an Antarctic tank under construction, currently in paint. It's 10,000 litres, 10-foot ISO container, developed specifically for the Antarctic division. The order is for 54 tanks and is a special design for this particular project. One of the key elements was the welding process. So rather than running 3 welds through the tank, Liquip were trying to find ways to do a single pass weld and still meet the code requirements for pressure vessels. During this process, K-TIG came to our attention and we thought it was an amazing product, and after some research invested in the product and were blown away by its capabilities and the ability to reduce our welding time and reduce staffing requirements.
Well, we chose K-TIG because it gives us the option of doing keyhole welding, which gives us a big option of doing all our welding from the outside. No going in and back grinding. We just set up a purge and away we go. K-TIG makes my job easier and faster. It's actually eliminated a lot of our prep work. All we have to do is make sure that all of our alignments are spot on and our materials clean of any rust, any grease, just a quick wipe over and we're ready to go. K-TIG is also a lot faster weld. So my weld time has actually been cut down by at least half the time. And then it's just a quick clean afterwards. It's a nice clean weld. The capabilities of the torch is excellent. It's a nice heavy torch with a big 6mm electro tungsten. So it handles our high frequency and our high amps very well.
It reduces the requirement to have beveled edges on the sheets, which is a very time-consuming process, and allows us to get a butt joint, which is a much faster process.
K-TIG has been very flexible to handle a number of our welds. We do a straight seam, which is just a butt weld through and through. And for our circ passes, we do a single V-bar weld, which gives us a root run weld first to give us a nice penetrating weld. And then after that, we can do a nice big capping run that looks really nice, and the K-TIG handles that really well. So I think it's going to be very flexible for any future jobs that we have. I think K-TIG's weld quality has been outstanding so far. All of our welds are fully X-rayed. They have to meet up with full 100% penetration and cannot be any more than a 2mm reinforcement height. And so far, K-TIG has delivered on both of those and no issues whatsoever. The K-TIG is actually rather easy to use once you get all the setup right. The key is to get everything set, all your programs set, and then after that, it's just a matter of selecting the right program, setting yourself up, your right torch height and distance, and away you go. It's really simple to use once you get the groundwork in. I think the controller has a great interface with all the other components of the welding system. It reads all the information and displays it all out on the monitor for me. So I can see any slightest variation in my weld, my rotation of my tank. It's all displayed right there on the monitor for me.
Anytime we've had an issue with K-TIG, the guys at K-TIG have been very supportive, helpful, and always been there to support us through the initial startup on the machine. They've never said anything's too hard.
K-TIG's technical support has been outstanding so far. I've had to use them on a couple of occasions and they've been great. And the fact that they can remotely access the K-TIG system itself and they can see what's going on, it makes life so much easier. For example, we somehow had a power surge and we cooked one of our encoders on our wire feeder. And it was as simple as getting in contact with your service department, who then talked us through on how to refit the encoder and then also remotely access the machine and talked us through on how to set up and also change whatever settings they needed to do. It was a really quick and easy process to fix a fairly important problem.
The K-TIG provides additional benefits to the business. The welds are done 3 times faster than conventional welding. Rework has been substantially reduced due to repeatability with the machine. Safety is another benefit with reduced tank entry.
Well, I'm very excited with working with K-TIG in the future. I think we can use it on a lot of different jobs and get some new products going through the door. Like for instance, I've been a boiler maker now for over 23 years and I haven't seen anything like it. It's cut our grinding out, it's cut all the messy work out of fabricating and just put it all into one neat package, and we can just weld stuff up and send it out the door. No more grinding. That's great.
The K-TIG has won us over in terms of its ability to do the job at a very fast rate. We've now got new projects slated for the K-TIG once the Antarctic project is finished. So we'll be looking in the future at gas tanks, storage tanks possibly built out of Australia, and also see if we can take it across to our farming product. For people wanting to use the K-TIG in the future, Liquip would highly recommend the product. It has been a wonderful product for Liquip to invest in, and we would give it a glowing report to any customer. It has served the purpose for the project and will do in future projects